We are at LAX with muralist Fabian Debora, and he's painting a mural right here in the heart of the American Airlines Terminal 4. So hi Fabian, can you tell me your name and tell me about your mural, please?
My name is Fabian Debora, and I am a resident of Boyle Heights, and I'm a LA artist. And I am commissioned to do this mural entitled Inner Self, Inner Voice, which is commissioned by the company of Arias, which is the company that has been in partnership with Homeboy Industries in order to bring an restaurant towards the Terminal 4 of the LAX. Now that we're in partnership with Arias, we will be having a Homeboy Cafe Diner here on Terminal 4.
Ah, wonderful.
And being that I'm part of Homeboy Industries and work there, and being the resident artist of Homeboy Industries, they said that it was more realistic for someone from the community of Homeboy to be able to ignite and paint a mural here to bring in a little bit of the LA flavor into the restaurant. And so the mural here consists of the work that we do at Homeboy Industries. And if you look here in the ceiling here captures the sun, which breaks through the concrete, and it's similar to what happens at Homeboy Industry. When the clients come to Homeboy, they come in with the hardness and the absence of hope. But the minute the sun breaks through the ceiling as concrete, it's similar to when one begins to find themselves. So the sun brings life, and then once you have life, you begin to see yourself. So the eyes represent the windows to the soul, so you find your inner self, and then you gain your inner voice. And so when you come into the restaurant, the first thing you're going to see is not only the sun rays that is breaking through the concrete, but mainly the eyes that are the windows to the soul, and it represents finding oneself, the work we do at Homeboy. Okay, then from when you leave the restaurant, you will then find your inner voice. And so when I came about the mural, I want to be able to give them a glimpse of the work we do at Homeboy Industry, and to also capture a little bit of the fragments of Los Angeles, the muralism of Los Angeles. Aspects of the ordinance and everything that was taking place, it kind of turned off a lot of the artists.
Yeah, totally.
And so back into the studios. But I believe that this might ignite and rekindle what muralism was to me as a child and since the beginning. So this is a good way to begin the year 2013, right, and with the hopes that it can allow me to continue to paint murals and gain more contracts to paint murals. And most definitely, muralism is the #1 on my list. But in the meanwhile, I'm going to continue to create my beautiful works of art on canvas as well.
Yeah.
You know, to also bring awareness and, you know, distribute my work throughout the city of Los Angeles. Next January 26th, I will be having a reception at Otis College of Design. It's called Bridging Homeways.
Oh yeah, I saw that. You're going to be there with Kisu and Juan
Kisu,
Carlos and who else is there?
Juan Carlos Munoz and Alex Kisu and myself.
Three artists.
Three artists.
That's Sunday?
This is on January 26th on a Saturday from 6 to 9. And the initial concept of the mural was to be not only introduce the street artists, but to be able to show the world the importance of mentorship. And because I was mentored by the East Los streetscapers, Wayne Healy and David Boteo, and Alex Kisu also found himself through his art, and Juan Carlos Munoz was mentored by Robert Graham. And
right,
because those artists took the initiative to give back and mentor others,
right,
now here we are 15 years later coming together, right, and trying to bring forth the importance of the mentorship and how one can really influence and impact the lives of others by giving them guidance and understanding on what the power of art can do. Absolutely. And so by putting a show together at Otis, not only does it bring us into an institution, but it's more than that. It also allows us to send a symbol of hope, and maybe more like if you stick with it and if you continue to believe in self and create these beautiful works of art, eventually someone's going to pay attention.
Absolutely.
And so these youth that are looking up to us, or the new generations to come, once they see that, it ignites a lot more enthusiasm and motivation for those to come.
Yes.
Exactly what the streetscapers did for me.
Yes. Well, that's exactly what we're trying to do at the Mural Conservancy of Los Angeles, you know, by bringing back the history of LA as seen in the murals, you know. Particularly now on the 101,
right,
we are working on the 4th mural, is just to give hope to the city, to the youth, and to connect, you know, the traditional older generation with the kids, with the street artists.
And I always learned that. I always knew that's very important, because I was impacted by the gap. I always call that there was this little gap that took place. And the little gap that took place was that we had this great Chicano movement in muralism in the 70s, like the streetscapers, right, and then you had George Yepes and all those great artists. But somewhere down the line in the 80s, something happened. Like there was no
Connection.
There was no connection, and that's what we lost. And the education fell through. So a lot of the graffiti artists began to do what they must do in order to get their own recognition throughout the arts. But it is important, and I mean, now that I see these murals coming back to life on the 101 freeway, it just allows me to understand the importance and really gain it and embrace the importance of art, because not only does it inspire hope to the city of Los Angeles, but it also inspires hope to all those generations of what they can do if they set their mind to it, you know what I mean? And it's important that we recognize art to be a powerful vehicle to bring awareness and change the language, to bring a powerful language towards the city of Los Angeles. That's why I continue to paint. It's not only for me, it's for mi gente.
Absolutely, absolutely. Thank you so much, Fabian. This is wonderful. Thank you.